So, I'm Elle Vida, and the honest reason I started to understand this world more deeply is not because I went looking for a conspiracy. It's because I tried to build something inside the system. I was trying to create income, blogging, Google ads, building with AI, the whole thing. And because of private circumstances, because I was afraid of losing my main source of income, I had to figure this space out. I had to learn what it actually takes to succeed online. What I found was bigger than blogs, bigger than algorithms, bigger than money. It changed how I see success itself. And if you've always felt something is off, if the world feels tilted and you can't explain why, this is for you. I'm not here to sell you a hustle. I'm not here to tell you that freelancing is freedom. And I'm not here to pretend the internet is neutral. I went from zero into this space, into corporate metrics, monetization, AI, search engines. And what I learned did not just open my eyes. It let me start reading the structure of this placebo called online success. So let's start with the first layer. The internet is not what you think it is. You've heard it 100 times. It's hard to make money online. Building an online business is difficult. Yes, it is hard, but not for the reason they usually tell you. It's hard because most of us only know how to use the internet. We don't understand what it is. Here's the first hard truth. Nobody gives you the real manual. The algorithms stay hidden. The ranking systems stay proprietary. The actual rules that decide who gets seen and who disappears, those are kept behind the walls of a few companies. And the public advice you're left with is SEO, search engine optimization. Sounds technical, sounds harmless, sounds like just marketing. But let's translate it into what it really is. SEO means this. You are optimizing yourself so machines can read you, not so humans can feel you, not so truth can move, not so your full self can exist. You structure your words so a machine can cluster them. You categorize your ideas so a machine can process them. You cut down the mess of real thought until it becomes patterned enough to be useful. Because when something becomes patterned, it becomes predictable. And when something becomes predictable, it becomes valuable. That's the game. Anything you publish, writing, video, audio, image, becomes data. And data becomes future value. So the platform extracts from what you create. And you hope that productivity might buy you visibility. You want to be seen so you can earn. But to be seen, you must first become readable. And to become readable, you must fit what is already happening. That's why it feels so hard. Because success online is not just make good work. It often means insert yourself into what can currently be categorized. Match the pattern. Match the trend. Match the existing language of the machine. Match what the algorithm already understands. And if you don't, you disappear. So look at the trade. You, a human being, creative, irregular, multidimensional, have to make yourself small enough for 5 companies to recognize you. I say 5 sarcastically, but it's not far from the truth. You sell your individuality a little. You sell your truth a little. You sell your own perception of the world a little. You package it into categories that make the system happy. Only then do you become visible. Only then do you become successful. That opened a lot of questions for me. The first was simple. Is this fair? Of course not. But everyone says the same sentence after that. This is the world we live in. As if that settles it. As if the world is a finished object and not a constructed one. Here's the thing. This is one variation of reality. One possible perception. And if you're still listening, then maybe you're ready to close the circle with me. Because the path that looks like content, funny clips, dancing, cooking, sports, music, soft lifestyle, is often not just entertainment. It's the pleasant surface of a much colder process. Extract, categorize, predict, expand the power of the few who own the extraction layer. Real creativity gets valued less for what it expresses and more for what it can generate. That is not a small shift. That is a transformed definition of human value. So when the world gets this predictable, because it has to become predictable for prediction systems to work, you should ask a deeper question. What does that mean for nature? What does that mean for us? Because nature is not optimized that way. Look at trees. Look at grass. Look at leaves. If perfection meant every leaf growing the exact same way, nature would be a factory floor. But that's not what you see. Leaves grow as they grow. Irregular, uneven, alive. And then I look at the world we built. Feeds, scores, rankings, metrics, dashboards. And I ask, why are we trying so hard to live against our nature? Most of us never chose this. A few systems chose it for all of us. And that is where things become delicate. Because this is not just technology. This is about who gets to define the shape of reality for everyone else. Now, I don't want that to sound hopeless. I'm not saying this is permanent. I'm not saying there is no choice. I'm not saying close your eyes and hide. I'm saying the opposite. I want you to stop being a victim of what I call algorithmic baptism. That is the moment when you enter the digital world as a person and come out reshaped as a category, a metric, a profile, a predictable pattern. And after that baptism, you start needing approval from machines that do not care about what you're expressing. They care about what you're generating. This path led me into a rabbit hole deep enough that one video cannot contain it. But I can leave you with the one insight that matters most from this first chapter. If you need predictability, you can only allow a limited set of variables. Too many outliers collapse the model. So a world built for prediction has to keep choice narrow enough to remain usable. That means the environment you scroll through every day is not infinite freedom. It is curated freedom, measured freedom, managed freedom. And yet, if the system works by limiting variables, then the reverse is also true. The possibilities that have been left outside the system are enormous. In nature, in thought, in perception, in unmeasured life, the field of possibility is far wider than the feed will ever show you. So the real question is not only, how do I succeed inside this algorithm? The better question becomes, what possibilities exist outside the category? What have we never explored because we never looked? What have we never tried because it was not rewarded? What parts of ourselves disappeared simply because they were hard to optimize? Mind you, this is not about escaping the physical world. It is about waking up inside it. Once you understand the frame, you become free to think and imagine beyond it. But getting to that point takes observation. I've made those observations, and I'm here to share them. Not so you can become better at feeding the machine, but so you can stop living only by the machine's definition of your worth. So how many of the choices you call free are actually responses to how others see you? How the algorithm ranks you? How your boss measures you? How your parents define you? How you learn to compare yourself to digital ideals that were never fully real to begin with? Even self-image gets remade under that pressure. This series is not about being contrarian for the sake of contradiction. That would just be another dual box, another branded rebellion, another category. This is for the people ready to close the circle. Those who can hold the whole picture. The tech, the economics, the psychology, the spiritual cost, without rushing to pick a team. This is episode 1. There is more to come. If something in this made you pause, if one sentence felt more true than comfortable, then you're already in the right place. I'm Elle Vida. This is Perception is Creation. Visit sparklebox.blog. The next chapter goes deeper, and once you see the structure, you can't unsee it.